Hey guys, I'm driving. I know this is random. Who asked for this? Literally nobody. But I was watching Kung Fu Panda 2 because they put it on Max. Thank God. Because it was my favorite movie for a minute. Po was so fucking selfish. Po was so fucking selfish in this movie. And I'm only, putting it together in hindsight. It was very fucking selfish. So let's rewind. What happened in this movie? So we learned that there was a fucking city ruled by peacocks. The son, soon-to-be Prince Peacock or whatever, he gets a little bit innovative with the family cash cow, which is fireworks, and he discovers, hey, I can make a fucking weapon of mass destruction with gunpowder, whatever. So he makes this fucking weapon, and he gets his fortune read, and the fortune teller says, hey, if you keep down this fucking path, you're gonna be destroyed by a panda. So then he enacts this blankicide, right? Where he deletes all pandas. And, he didn't get them all. How could you, right? But he did not get them all. And that is why Po, the character we love and know today, is here. Blah, 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 blah. He has this insignia that's this, burning sun or something. Whoa. Is that intentional? Whatever. He has this insignia. The peacocks have this insignia that's this, burning sun. Or maybe it's supposed to represent, a firework or something. They have this insignia, and Po recognizes this insignia when the peacocks' henchmen are coming into town to get more metal to build more weapons. So, Po finally meets the peacock, who, deleted his bloodline, his whole family, his whole race, his species, and he sees the insignia and is not able to, fight as effectively as he would be able to without the, insignia catching him off guard with, a flashback of a traumatic. And so Po realizes, holy shit, this guy was there. So it ends with him getting away and, using the weapons to, basically burn down the city he was born in. Gangnam City or something like that. So, where Po is selfish at is, he is the Dragon Warrior. He is the hope of Kung Fu. He is the man that the Furious Five look to for guidance. He is his father's son, adoptive. All of this stuff, he is the future, the hope of Kung Fu, right? He risks his life to learn the truth. Now, I'm not saying that's something wrong that he did. I'm not saying I wouldn't do the same. But it was very selfish. Because if he had died in his quest to find out the truth, where would Kung Fu be now, right? We're already at almost Kung Fu Panda 5. In Kung Fu Panda 4, he had to find the next Dragon Warrior and blah, 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 blah. How would he have been able to do that or pass the torch or anything like that if he had been killed by Shin? Lord Shin was his name. I don't know why I forgot that until right now. Tigress, everyone tells him, bro, hang back, hang it up, hang up the coat. It is what it is. And Po, oh my fucking God. When Tigress leaves Po in the jail cell with the other, lords or whatever, she's like, you're staying here. And Po is like, no. And he goes to the building to get answers from Shen. And he fucking literally almost dies in there. It was so frustrating because Tigress and the Furious Five could have defeated Shin in that moment. But they couldn't because Poe was in there. So they put a bomb in the building with all the weapons. They were gonna blow it up so Shin could not, go to China with his weapons and take over all of China. Poe brings his dumbass into that building instead of staying with the other kung fu leaders or whatever. And so the bomb plan has to be reversed. That plan would have worked. But in his quest for answers, Poe put his own need for those fucking answers above China, above kung fu. More than anything else, him getting those answers were more important, period. More than China, more than kung fu, more than the future of kung fu, more than being the Dragon Warrior, more than any of that. Finding out the truth was worth more to him. I'm not saying that's a wrong decision, a wrong idea, or anything like that. I'm just saying it's very fucking selfish. Shin even asked him, so you'll die to find out what happened? And Poe's like, well, yeah, I'd prefer not to, but yeah. It's so crazy to me because if things happened and even even a pinch slightly of a different way, Poe would have been killed, right? All of these super contrived circumstances happened to where Poe was able to get a hold of the pan that I guess absorbed most of the shock of the bullet from the cannon or whatever. Which means he very well could and should have died in that moment, especially if he had not acquired this fucking pan that he used to absorb the shock of the bullet. So he literally killed himself. He killed himself to find out what happened to his parents. Now, that might not be the hill some of you guys die on. That might be the hill some of you guys do die on. To find out the truth of what happened to your birth parents. I'm not adopted, so I can't relate. But to find out the truth, is it worth everything? Is it worth the entirety of the country you live in? Is it worth kung fu, this thing that you devoted your life to learning and coveting and protecting? Are you willing to give all of that up? Like me, would I give up the United States? And I guess being a good writer and some other fucking thing just to find out the truth about something that matters to me? I don't know. I can't answer that question. But, we look at these heroes in these movies, and when they do something selfish, it's kind of like, holy shit, It does humanize them. But it is you do have to sit there and acknowledge the fact that what this guy did was selfish as fuck.